What's up, YouTube? It's Big Fish here with another reaction video. Today, we're talking about some of these blue states. They're trying to give a tax for exiting because nobody wants to live there anymore. So you want to vote blue, people, but you don't want to live there anymore. You want to go and influence other places to go blue. Don't do that, okay? Let's listen.
A growing number of blue states are exploring an exit tax or wealth tax in order to combat revenue losses from residents fleeing to lower tax areas. At least 10 have recently explored proposals, including California, Michigan, and Washington State. The National News Desk, Jeff.
We know how California voted. Michigan actually got flipped red for the first time in a while. And then Washington, we know how they voted. Why do you need to put a wealth tax if your cities, your states are doing just so great? The policies you're passing, the people that you're hiring to be mayors and governors, why do y'all need to do this? It sounds like it's your fault. We got to get these places, we got to flip it upside down. We got to shake all the bad out of it, all the scamming, the killing, we don't want to police, defund police. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. We got to do something about these states.
Harris joining us, and we know it's not just notable high net worth people, Jeff, that are leaving these tax states, but also businesses like Chevron and Uber. Tell us more.
So major corporations, financial firms, and also people continue to relocate their headquarters or operations from high-tax states like California and New York to more business-friendly areas like Texas and Florida. The move's coming as more blue states explore these wealth and also exit taxes. Across the country, at least 10 states are now exploring or have already passed an exit or wealth tax in order to combat revenue losses from residents fleeing to lower tax areas. That includes California, New York, and Michigan.
Tally up the value of your home, your cars, your furniture, your assets, your stocks, your bonds, your art. And there is a tax on that value.
Sandra Swirsky, founder of Integer, a government relations and advocacy firm, tells the National News Desk, among the most prominent, California's proposed Billionaire Tax Act, which would impose a one-time 5% tax on the total net worth of anyone worth over $1 billion living in the state.
These government systems inside of these states are so corrupt. What do you mean? I don't care if they're a billionaire, millionaire. They earn their money. Why are you trying to put your greasy, grimy, nasty hands inside of that? You need to control your state, not trying to control people's pockets. That makes no sense. Run your state better and you wouldn't be having these problems. California is a place I personally would love to live. Beautiful weather, a beach, yes, sign me right up. But no, I can never live there because they're killing the pockets. Now, not everywhere in California, but Los Angeles specifically, yes, they're destroying these people's pockets. Hollywood, I could give a damn about. The traitors. They think they got more motion, but they're losing influence slowly and slowly as the years go by. This government, these blue states.
Impacting at least 200 people.
The value of these assets, of your net worth, in some cases is very easy to calculate, stocks and bonds and the like. In other cases, it's really difficult to calculate.
Also, Washington State, who just passed a 9.9% tax on incomes over $1 million. The bill's passage coming around the same time Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz, who has an estimated net worth of over $3 billion, announced his move to Florida.
Not just move himself down to Florida, but he's moving his entire company, Starbucks, out of the state of Washington. That's huge.
JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon taking a swing at New York City officials this week, saying high taxes are causing a surge of businesses to leave the Big Apple. Quote, "The truth is that while New York City has much going for, particularly for financial companies, it also has the highest city and state corporate taxes and the highest individual income and state taxes." Thoughts Dimon echoed about a week ago.
All you have to do is look at California versus Nevada. New York versus Florida, and there's a huge exodus taking place.
Meanwhile, New York Governor Kathy Hochul acknowledging that the state's tax base has been heavily impacted by an exodus to low-tax states.
Now, we already know Kathy Hochul, her incompetence. I already did a video about her, a day ago? 2 days ago? Yeah. This is a disgrace what they're doing to these cities, what they're doing to these states inside of America. Everybody wants a piece of the pie, but everybody doesn't want to do it the right way. There's always got to be some corruption in there. Leave the people's money alone. Do better. When we have a candidate running for mayor, like Madani, make sure he doesn't get in there. Although I believe Kathy, she didn't even give him her endorsement when he was running. But guess what? He sold dreams to a bunch of people who thought they were going to get everything. They hear free, 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 and they're like, yay, yay, yay. What do you think this world is? Free? If we go back to caveman times, ain't nothing free still then. You got to go and get it. Man, it's a trip.
Urging wealthier residents to come back.
I need people who are high net worth to support the generous social programs that we want to have in our state. But maybe the first step should be go down to Palm Beach.
Does generous and socialism even go to... I'm not even about to even...
And see who we can bring back home, because our tax base has been eroded.
Now, according to the most recent IRS service data from 2022 to 2023, due to migration from blue to red states, California lost just under $12 billion and New York $9.9 billion, while Florida gained $20.5 billion in tax.
Woo! Dang, they were losing all kind of money. Good God. That's what they get. Bears are leaving there. Corporations are leaving there. And corporations are leaving there. They're going to keep their football teams. New York, they might lose theirs too, but we know Chicago lost theirs, and that amount probably is going to increase right there, because we know these incompetent people running these places, they're just going to let it burn. Alright, go down, hit the like button, go down to the comment section, tell me how you felt about the video. This is Big Fish, we're out, peace.